Live and local with coverage you can count on. This is WNEM-TV 5 News at 5:30.
Oh, take a look at that. That van, the truck, destroyed this morning in a two-vehicle crash. Tonight, a father is dead and several others are in the hospital. Good evening, everyone. I'm Carrie Sharp.
And I'm David Custer, live in our downtown Flint studio. WNEM-TV 5's James Felton has more on this tragic accident from Isabella County.
It was a loud bang, very loud, and then a boom, boom, boom.
It was a long overnight for Jan Barton, awakened by the sound of a two-car accident. It happened here at the intersection of Somerton and Broadway Roads in eastern Isabella County early this morning. Barton had a front row seat to the horrific aftermath.
The other vehicle obviously did a several rollover and ended up right here.
Police say this green pickup ran the red light. It was struck broadside by this white taxi van. The passenger in the pickup, 26-year-old Cody Johnson, visiting from Virginia, died at the scene. The driver of the pickup and all 6 people in the van were hospitalized.
Been here many years and seen some accidents. This is definitely the worst.
Barton tells me the worst thing about this whole ordeal is knowing that someone lost their life in her front yard.
It's hard to come out and be in this place where we know something tragic happened.
Johnson's mother released a statement to TV5, calling her son good-hearted, willing to help out anyone, saying she lost her baby boy, telling us he was a loving father and wonderful son. Johnson was helping his friend, the driver of the green pickup, move from Virginia to Mount Pleasant. Authorities don't know why the pickup ran that red light, but investigators say they are sure that alcohol didn't play a role in this crash. As for Barton, she tells me her heart is broken for Johnson's family.
So sorry, anybody wants to stop in and talk, that's fine, but I'm just condolences to everyone involved.
Reporting in Isabella County, James Felton, WNEM TV 5.
And the drivers of both vehicles are at Covenant Hospital. We do not know their conditions.
Another cloud-filled evening across mid-Michigan. Here's a live look over Saginaw, where some folks received more light showers today. I'm here in the Weather Center with Chief Meteorologist Brian Buckman. So what are we talking about for tonight? Is this rain out of here? It doesn't look like it.
Not at the moment anyway, but give it a couple more hours and we'll get a chance to dry out, and at least the first half of Easter weekend should be in pretty good shape. It's the second half that I don't think people are going to like a whole lot, given the weather that's headed our way. But we'll give you the details on that a little bit later. Updating you on things tonight, here's your first Warn 5 pinpoint Doppler radar. And it's basically, at this point, all the rain confined from about Saginaw southward along I-75. Flint, you're getting a little bit of light to moderate rain as well. And really the entire stretch of 69 through Shiawassee, Genesee, and Lapeer counties. You can see it there as it's just very gradually kind of struggling even to move its way to the east. So give it a little bit while longer. You can see Vassar, you're actually seeing a particularly heavy pocket of rain moving through your area right now, and then some lighter rain extending from eastern Tuscola County through much of Sanilac County. Good news about this rain, though, most of it fairly light in nature, not anticipating any type of flooding downpours or anything like that, but something to keep in mind if you'll be out traveling this evening. 46 and overcast right now in Midland to 48 in Flint, getting a little bit of light to moderate rain. Saginaw and Bay City, both overcast and both at 46. Most of this rain out of here by 8 o'clock at the latest probably, and then just an overcast rest of the evening on tap. A little bit of clearing takes shape later. Your full Easter weekend forecast coming up in just a little bit.
At least they can get to Walmart, they can get to Aldi's, they can get to other places that they couldn't get to before.
After a rash of closings, people in one local city are thrilled at a new opportunity to get their groceries and other necessities.
MTA has announced a new bus route that's specifically designed to meet the needs of residents. Our Faith Gantner explains.
Very grateful.
Marilyn Woodward is thankful for a new way to get to the grocery store. Starting today, the MTA offers a new route taking Flint area residents to and from Kroger and Walmart.
So I will be using it because if my friend does not take me in her car, I have to either walk or take the bus because I have no other transportation.
During the new Ride to Groceries route, a driver will begin at this Kroger on Richfield and then loop to the Walmart on Court.
It's going to help people.
Marketing Director Charlene Kowalski says when officials at MTA heard about residents' disappointment over recent Meijer and Kroger store closings, they wanted to help people get to the next closest store.
Once the MTA started to hear about the store closings, for instance, on the Meyer on Pearson Road, and on the Kroger, we knew that this was devastating to the public that lived there, the people that live there. So immediately my boss jumped on the bandwagon and said, we've got to do something for these people.
And Woodward says the bus route is something she and several others she's talked to are looking forward to and going to be taking advantage of soon.
At least they can get to Walmart, they can get to Aldi's, they can get to other places that they couldn't get to before.
Reporting from Flint, Faith Gantner, WNEM-TV 5.
And starting Monday, a bus route will also be extended to the Aldi's on Pearson Road.
Across Michigan tonight, the wife of a Detroit area soccer referee has filed a $51 million lawsuit against the man who killed her husband during a game. Kristen Benowitz is in charge of her husband's estate. John Benowitz died after Basil Saeed punched him in the head in retaliation for a penalty called during a game in Livonia last June. The lawsuit was filed this morning in Wayne County. Saeed was recently sentenced to at least 8 years in prison after pleading guilty to involuntary manslaughter. He says he feels remorseful about the death. And top automaker Chrysler has been hit with a $150 million fine in connection to a 4-year-old's death. Back in 2012, a Georgia toddler was in his car seat when the Jeep Grand Cherokee he was riding in was struck from behind by a pickup truck. The SUV burst into flames and the boy just could not escape. Federal regulators argued that the Grand Cherokee's gas tank was susceptible to leaking fuel and bursting into flames when struck. Chrysler says it will appeal this verdict.
More than 100 protesters in Inkster, Michigan today speaking out in support of Floyd Dent. The group denounced the actions of an officer who put 57-year-old Floyd Dent in a chokehold and repeatedly hit him after he reportedly ran a stoplight. Police say Denton tried to flee, resisted arrest, and threatened them. Dashcam video of the incident went viral.
With the spring and summer concert season coming up, Michigan Attorney General Bill Schuette wants to keep you and your money protected when it comes to buying tickets. Here's a quick look at some of Schuette's tips to avoid getting scammed. First, know your vendor. Make sure it's a reputable company that you can trust with your personal financial information. Also, be wary of sites that list the tickets as for sale by owner. If you don't know the vendor, research them before buying. Use a credit card, so if a fraudulent purchase is made, you still have room to dispute the charge. And remember, if the deal seems too good, it probably is. Finally, inspect your tickets for any problems with the barcode or spelling errors.
Well, there's only one day left until the NCAA Final Four. Tomorrow, MSU will take on Duke in a battle for a ticket to the big championship game. Jason Fielder is live in Indianapolis, where all the action will go down on the hardwood. Jason.
We continue our coverage here at the Spartans' official pep rally in downtown Indianapolis. As you can see, the fans have started streaming in here. It officially will get underway at 6 o'clock. Of course, tomorrow on the court, if MSU wants to beat Duke, then for the Spartans, it all starts with trying to figure out how to stop Duke's big man in the middle.
Okafor, got it. He's a first-team All-American who's one of the best players in college basketball, and he might be the first player taken in the next NBA draft. No doubt about it, the Spartans' #1 goal on Saturday will be to limit Duke freshman Jahlil Okafor's impact on the game.
I kind of know what he likes to do, and I've watched a lot of film on him, so I know his tendencies, and I think we'll do a good job on him.
You got to give him respect. He's a very good player, but he is just a man. There's nothing more than that. We got to do our business on him and take away what we can.
In the Spartans and Blue Devils matchup back in November, Okafor had 17 points, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 2 steals. It was just his 3rd college game. Obviously, he's much better now.
He can score on the block. He can put on the floor a little bit. He's got intelligence. Great kid. I mean, there's so many pluses with Jahlil Okafor. We're not going to defend him one-on-one necessarily, but we're not going to put 4 guys on him and leave those other 3 guys open to shoot threes either. So we'll probably have a very sophisticated defense to guard.
Now, Izzo has had 5 days to figure out a plan, and that's a really long time, especially for a coach who has had so much success at quick turnarounds in the NCAA tournament. The band just started playing Sweet Caroline, so I'm going to go up there and see if I can maybe join in. I love that song. For now, live in Indianapolis, I'm Jason Fielder for Sports Extra.
Who doesn't love that song? Jason, thank you. And if you can't get enough college basketball, well, we've got you covered. Head on over to WNEM.com where you'll find our NCAA special section filled with schedules, seats, and stats, that is, and much more. Well, we're learning new details about the man accused of killing his girlfriend's 1-year-old son.
Coming up tonight at 6, more about his past from neighbors and our search of court records.
And butterflies are bringing more beauty to a popular mid-Michigan garden. We'll tell you where to go to view them.
And local residents put their acting chops to the test this afternoon. We will show you a few of the best scenes.
Plus, a local tradition had dozens of local kids on the hunt. We'll tell you what they found coming up next.